Yeah, finally back for our next episode. I'm D'Artagnan, and this is the Toast of the Motion podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all 1000%. Shout out to Virgo season, though. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody wishing me happy birthday last week. Man, it's been great. Really got down on some goals to accomplish. Making moves with the podcast. Just doing what the fuck I need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Sent my first kid off to college. And man, that shit feel great. Shout out to all the Virgos. Much love to y'all. Hope y'all celebrating. I'm saying we're gonna get into this though. Man. I know it's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of controversial shit. And I ain't really gonna get too much into that as far as my opinion about things, why things should happen, why they shouldn't happen, nothing like that. But I can tie this into things of how we live our life every day, day to day. Man, it really is a shame that we don't take inventory or we don't really take responsibility as to what we do day to day, how we affect people's lives day to day. And I'm not saying that if somebody do you wrong, somebody do somebody else wrong, if somebody just crash out, whatever case may be, that it's justified. But I think it's enough blame to go around, you know. Every monster that we see today, every monster that we ever experienced, we have some type of hand in creating. People don't just sprout up and do fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm even speaking on things like this is because a close friend of mine, actually, he's going through a tough time, you know, in his own personal life. And here, well, we spoke about these things and he all good with the content. So it's all going to tie together. Hey. The whole premise of this is gold and coal. GOLDCOAL. What the fuck do I mean by that? I'll tell you. Sometimes people aren't ready for what's presented to them in their life. You know, sometimes people always they wish for things, or they strive for things, or they see something that is outside of their norm that's very appealing to them, and they want to draw to it. And that's natural, like moth to a flame, right? But after talking to my homie about the shit that he going through, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of the things where I have to tell him, I'm like, man, look, sometimes, man, people just want to feel warmth. It don't matter where that shit come from. They just want to feel the warmth. And sometimes they got to get their warmth from a lump of coal. You feel me? And it's hard to say, it's really hard to digest that, but that really is the way the fuck it is sometimes, man. Some people just need to feel they warmth from a lump of coal. Why is coal less than gold? Not necessarily, it's not necessarily true, but it's just different tastes, different processes of refining both of them. Sometimes people are okay with getting their hands dirty. Sometimes people are okay with that burn. Sometimes people are okay with the ugliness just so they can feel the warmth of coal. Because let's face it, it's cheaper to get coal. It's easier to get coal. It's actually a less of a process to refine coal relative to a gold nugget. You know, the intricate process of a gold nugget. You really can, I guess, quote unquote, correlate the two. They both two sources of energy. I'm not going to talk y'all head off about that, but they both two sources of energy. And how we utilize them day to day are different processes. Some people are more skilled at refining gold, and some people are more skilled at refining coal. And I know that might go over some of y'all heads, and it may make a lot of sense, but let's simplify it. It costs more to attain gold. You got to really put the work in to attain gold. There's been a lot of work to refine gold. Once gold is refined, once you really put it to its real uses, it can produce electricity. It's highly conductive. You can get heat from that. Uh, Coal, you go to the goddamn store, buy you a bag of motherfucking charcoal, $10, $12, and boom, throw that bitch in the grill, light a fire to it, and you all good. Now, obviously, that's not to reduce the process of what it takes to get coal from a mine. Shout out to the coal miners. You know what I'm saying? That shit is, I've met plenty of them in my line of work, and that's a hard ass motherfucking job. That's not to be trifled with. That's not to be something to take lightly. But at face value, just the actual process of day to day, just attaining either of the two, coal is far easier. And so I really have to put it into perspective with my guy, like, man, you've been in this with old girl for, man, 10 years, my man. And you know what? People change. She still want that warmth, but she may want it from something that's a little easier, something that's a little less complicated, something that's along her rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And hey, trust me when I tell you, a motherfucker like me, I done had my share of ups and downs with people. You know what I'm saying? I've given 1,000% when I shouldn't have. I've given 1,000% even when it was justified, and that shit still came up for naught. And it's all good. I ain't no motherfucking pity party, but that just is what it is. That's life. That's part of this. That's the risk we take, you know? But I'll say that to say, man, it's like, it's one of those things where you really have to take your time and just accept shit for what the fuck it is, yo. You can't take shit too personal, and you can't let it get you down all the way, you know? But I appreciate everything that he is coming to me about when it comes to this, just because this is my guy for 20 plus years. And the fact that we got this bond, this brotherhood of him being able to really just come to me and open up, man, I appreciate that shit 1,000%. And that's to add to another point of mine. This is for the fellas. Men, always be a source of comfort for your brother. No matter what the world may say, you always be a motherfucking source of comfort for your brother. And what I mean by that is, if you don't have nobody else, you should be able to go to your boys. And that shit should be safe. Nobody would ever relate to you, your trials and your tribulations, like your guys, your day ones, the motherfuckers who been through the mud with you. And you know what? It ain't even got to be childhood. It's certain things that we go through in life where it's people that's there and they see you through it. I got one of my best friends. I've only known him half the time of most of my friend group. And man, I don't know where I'd be without that nigga right now, you know? So I say that to say, man, never take lightly what you mean to somebody in terms of being a listening ear. Shit, hell, a crying shoulder. Whatever the fuck the case is, as men, we gotta be there for each other. And that's a fact. I don't give a fuck what nobody said about that shit. I stand on it. All this bullshit online about men gay because they want to hang with their guys more than they girl. Nah, that ain't it at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta check y'all self on that shit, man. At the end of the day, real men, if it wasn't for his boys, he wouldn't be able to come home and sort things with you. He got to sort things with his guys about himself. He got to feel comfortable. He don't feel comfortable with his woman. Like, I mean, let's just be real about this shit. And I know it's a lot of bullshit online about how men can't open up to women because they're gonna throw it back in their faces, or they'll use it or try to weaponize it in some type of way, or it's just not that comfortable, whatever case may be, you know. And sometimes, man, that's just not the case. Actually, I would actually argue that most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, most men just need to sort shit, and we sort shit differently, man. It's a fucked up ass rhetoric when it comes to these interpersonal dynamics, man. And yo, we need to change that shit, especially in the black community. For everybody, but especially in the black community. I don't want to hear that shit, man. That shit's tired. That shit dead. We still talking about these frivolous ass issues when it comes to relationships. And all us grown. I mean, what we really here for? What we really here for? If we not here to make each other's lives better, if we not here to add, what the fuck are we here for? To take? Yeah, that's going to be some take. You know what I'm saying? It's not always going to be a 50-50 thing. Sometimes people are going to be one person in dynamics. One person is always going to be able to give more than the other. And then there's going to be a trade-off. You know, seldom is it always 50-50. You know, that I don't think that's the case at all. You know, and so I just think from a human level, we really need to take inventory on what the fuck are we really in it for? Relationship wise, friendship wise, hell, even work related. Like, what are you really in it for besides the paper? Like, what do you do for work? You know what I'm saying? You get up every motherfucking day and make a living for yourself just to punch a clock, go do the job, come home and get the check. Like, come on, man. If you ain't doing something that feels some passion in you, if you don't get some excitement in the service that you do, because let's just face it, when you go to work, you in service. Maybe not indirectly, but if you are skilled, if your set of skills allows you to build something, or I guess I would say put plans together, architecture, construction, nursing, food service, whatever it is, it's of service to somebody else. Society itself is going to reap the benefits of what you do every day. And if you're around this bitch just going to collect a paycheck, you got a motherfucking problem. You're supposed to take pride in things that you do. You're supposed to take pride in the fact that you developed a skill. You worked hard to get this skill, and now you get to share it, and the world gets to benefit from it. I know it seems like it's a reach, but it's not. That's literally what the fuck is happening every goddamn day. Change your mindset about that. Change your mindset about that. That's only if you struggle with it, though, right? But yeah, man. It's been an interesting year for me. No doubt. It's been a real interesting year. I think about the things that I may have experienced in the previous year. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. Like, it wasn't all bad. You know what I'm saying? Actually, most of it was good. It's amazing how you go through these small, finite time frames of your life, and it seems like it lasted a lot longer than it did. You move forward, and then in hindsight, you're like, man, shit really wasn't that bad at all. Especially after you bounce back, you know. That's always a good place to be. It's always a good place to be. But enough of that bullshit. Not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's bullshit, but shout out to everybody, you know, really on that grind. I hope to have some guests coming up here soon. As a matter of fact, we do. The month of October is really we're gonna get started with that. As y'all can see, I'm kicking it off with the models. Right behind me, I named that motion lane. So our models come in and they walking down the lane of motion. Shit, I like that. But yeah, man, number of bright things ahead when it comes to this podcast. If you're interested in modeling, if you have a business you want me to shout out, you could be a sponsor. Little or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the motion, man. Local, especially local small businesses. I'm all about it. Get a hold of me in the DM. Facebook, Instagram, Threads. What the fuck else we on? YouTube. Yeah. You can, Jump in the comments, jump in DMs, whatever the case may be. You want your brand sponsored, it's got to be dope. It's got to be in rhythm with what I fuck with. I don't fuck with no frauds. I don't fuck with no scammers. None of that. And I'm just letting you know. If you do bad business, you would not be associated with Toast of Emotion. You would not be associated with D'Artagnan. That's a fact. I don't move my life like that. Not fucking with you like that. Artists, music. I only really use independent artist music for this very reason. I mean, that's the very nature of this. It's for people to come up. You feel me? Just shoot me your info as far as some music. I give it a listen. Again, if it's on par with the monologue, if it's on par with the sound, if it's on flow with how things are going over here, then yeah, I use it, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I share it on Wheels. I share with my models, whatever the fuck the case may be, man. You shoot me your shit, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Especially, man, Chicago, Champaign, Decatur, Springfield, Moline, fuck Danville, Peoria, Bloomington, man, Rockford, all y'all motherfuckers, Schaumburg, yo man, Illinois, hit me up. You feel me? It ain't just gotta be Illinois though, but if you an independent artist and you on your come up, you shoot it to me and I got you. Actors, same way. Actually, one of my first guests is going to be an actor. So we got some things coming up, man. Same thing with actors, man. Y'all, whatever works you have, I share clips. You can send them to me. Any Tubi movies you got out, whatever the fuck the case, whatever your emotion is, you shoot that shit to me and I got you. That's what the fuck this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? Small fee at the very least. Small fee. I'm not taxing you, but it does take me time to edit film and got to make it worthwhile. You know what I mean? Small ass fee. Trust me when I tell you. Just hit me up. Shout out Terrence Crawford on this win tonight too, though. Man, he did his thing, didn't he? Man, and yo, no slights of Canelo, but on some real shit. I don't see how he was the underdog. I don't understand how Crawford was the underdog. I was actually on the phone with my brother, man, and he was like, man, motherfuckers really think that he about to beat him, man. It was like, oh, his size and this, that, and the third. I'm like, dog, when it come down to this boxing shit, when it come down to combat, period, man, it's so many facets to it, yo. It's so many motherfucking facets to it. And size just ain't it all the goddamn time. You know, size ain't it all the time. But yo, man, shout out to Crawford, man. Beautiful fucking fight. Well done. Shout out to Canelo. Well done. I enjoyed myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. First fight I've been watching in a long time too. Hitting that motherfucker, boy. Another thing I want to add to the conversation tonight is I want everybody to take time and enjoy their moments, man. Like really enjoy your moments. Like, man, this hustle culture we in, I get it. I mean, don't nobody work harder than me in my opinion, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But just stop and smell the motherfucking roses, yo. Because this shit is not promised to us. It's not. This shit is not promised to us, yo. Stop and smell the motherfucking roses. Can't say it enough. Y'all might hear this shit a million motherfucking times. I may say this shit every goddamn monologue, but I'm gonna keep saying that shit, man. So it sticks. Smell the motherfucking roses, man. Because this hustle shit, the hustle always gonna be there. The bill is always gonna be there. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Take care of them the way you need to, Joe. And that's real. But man, you know, I really was thinking about this whole gold and coal thing, man. You know, it's one of these things where it's part of the human experience. It really is. This shit is part of the human experience, man. And as up and down as it could be, this shit is still beautiful. It really is. Even through the pain, this shit is real beautiful, dog. Anybody going through some goddamn depression, yo, reach out. Reach out. Reach out to anybody that you may think, even if you think you ain't gonna get heard, reach out anyway. You may be surprised. Just have a listening ear. If somebody reach out to you and they having a bad day, man, don't cut them short. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut their asses short, man. Like, don't, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you back. Boom. Then you get caught up in your motherfucking day and you left them hanging. Don't do that shit. Don't. And that's real. You never know who may need you, man. And I promise you, and I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I promise you, it's been several motherfucking times where somebody said, yo, D'Artagnan, man, thank you for just listening. Or thank you for just being there. Thank you for being a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? There's a saying, right? The saying go, it don't cost you nothing to be real. That's some bullshit. Actually, it do. It take you a lifetime of getting through your own problems, overcoming your own shit. It take you a lifetime of learning patience with yourself, others. It take you a lifetime of planning. You know what I'm saying? All these things as a cumulative, it allows you to have a center. And when you centered, it's that much easier to be real. Why do you think motherfuckers be so fake out here? Quote unquote. Because they going through shit. They ain't mastered how to center themselves. You know? It's just one of them situations where you got people day to day, oh man, fuck it, I'm getting to it. I ain't worried about this, that, and third. All in the name of $1. That's what they worship. You feel me? But the day gonna come when they have to look themselves in the mirror, and guess what? They're like, yo, this ain't it. We all had that motherfucking day. Just as sure as you gonna die, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror about something one motherfucking day, and it's gonna humble the fuck out you. It's gonna bring you down. And you're gonna look like, damn, all this time, I've been on some real live bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't been as real as I possibly could. So yeah. Being real do cost you something. It's a payment you gotta make to yourself through the ups and motherfucking downs. And you know what happened? By being real, you paying it forward to the next person. And that's what the fuck I'm here for. That's why I do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just share my motherfucking thoughts on things so that it can help any motherfucking body. You know, perspective is everything. We all out here living day to day with our own level of consciousness, right? Our own level of understanding. So, here's mine. It may help somebody, it may not. Shit, I'ma still give it though. And that's a word like a motherfucker. But I ain't gonna talk y'all too much. I'm glad to get back rolling. I'm definitely gonna be more motherfucking consistent with this shit. But you know what I'm saying? Getting my daughter out to college was a motherfucker. But she all good. She happy. Need money like a motherfucker. Goddamn. Just shop. That's all the fuck she do. But I ain't worried about it. That's what the fuck we hustle for, right? To give our kids what we ain't had. To give our kids the experience that they can hand down to theirs. If she chooses to have kids, you know? That's just really what it's all about. But all in all, man, that's it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you very much. Hope to see y'all soon. Later.
Look, I kick it like karate, I know judo and jujitsu. I'm on that big dog shit and you are just a shih tzu. How dare you bring a knife to a fight when we got pistols and missiles and turbans on our head and face like Hindus. My mental is sharper than a Ginsu. Focused like a driver's ed student holding 10-2. Popping more than pimples and spit more game than pimps do. That trick don't give it up like I robbed her for that poom poom.